Good morning and welcome to this presentation on design of case report form. I am Professor M.U.R. Naidu. I am a clinical pharmacologist. The case record form is actually an official clinical data recording document or tool used in a clinical study. It may be in paper form or it may be in the remote data capture, that is also known as RDC, or a remote data entry RDE, or most commonly we say electronic data recording system or electronic CRF. So there are paper or electronic, both are a type of CRF which are available for officially recording the clinical trial data. What is the purpose? We collect the relevant data in a specific format in accordance with the protocol. Whatever protocol we have designed, we record properly. And another very important thing is that it complies with the regulatory requirement of that particular country where we are doing this study. It allows for efficient and complete data processing, analysis and reporting. So that is a very important purpose of CRF. It facilitates the exchange of data across subjects, project and organization, especially throughout the standardization. So all the organizations, those who are involved in the clinical trial, actually data can be compared across them and check the standardization. What is the relationship between a case record form and protocol? Protocol determines what data should be collected on case record form, and all the data must be collected on CRF if they are specified in the protocol. If they are not specified in protocol, we should not collect the data. So the data which is not required, we should never note down on case record form. Coming to the development of CRF, there are some guidelines. Collect the data with all users in mind. You have to think who are the people, those who are going to use your data, and then you develop the CRF according to all their requirement of the users. Collect data required by regulatory agency. It is very important that you should not miss any data which regulatory agency they required when they evaluate your report. Collect data outlined in the protocol, because in protocol every data what has to be collected is outlined, that has to be collected in case record form. Be clear and concise with your data question. What actually type of question you are going to evaluate in a particular protocol, you should be very clear and you should be very concise to collect all the requirement data as per the questions of your protocol and the study. And always avoid duplicate. No duplication should be done in case record form development. Request minimal free text response. Don't put so many things in the text response, so it will be very difficult for anybody to understand. Minimum free test responses should be put on case record form. Continuation of the guideline. Provide unit to ensure comparable values. Whatever actually data you are putting there, you clearly write a unit, whether it is milligram or it is ml or microgram or any other unit is very clear, because for the same type of variable there may be different type of unit will be there. So which unit you are using, it should be very clearly given in a protocol. Provide instruction to reduce the misinterpretation. The data is there, but different people will interpret in a different manner. So you try to give a clear-cut instruction that this interpretation should be done following methods. Provide the choice for each question. Allow for computer summarization. Use always none or not done. If the particular data is not there, you should write none or it is not done. Continuing with the guideline, collect data in a fashion that allows, which is most efficient computerization. If it is somebody is using, you can use it. Similar data to be collected across the study. All the study which is going on at different places, we have to collect all the similar data. Case record form book need to be finalized and available before investigator starts enrollment of patient. You cannot wait and start clinical trial and then improving your case record form. Always the case report form should be completed, it is finalized and it is totally evaluated by the investigator and other people before enrolling the first patient. And take time to get a right first time itself. The first time only you take lot of time to check your case record form, and you can do only mock run also to find out whether there is some abnormality or some difficulty may generate during the recording of case record form. Element of case record form. There are three major parts. One is header, second is the safety related module, and third is efficacy related module. The module, actually it is a block of specific questions. You have got so many questions you put into that becomes one module. Case record form actually nothing but different modules which we are preparing in a case record form in a page manner. So different pages are there containing models, and when we include all the models and every page, it forms a book that is the complete case record form or series of case record form pages in the form of book. So finally, actually the case record form will look like a book. Coming to header information. What will be there? You have to put on header information. First is the key identification of information is a very, very important and must have number 1, study number, number 2, the site and the center number, and number 3, the subject identification number. Each case record form must have a subject identification number, site and the study number. Creating the safety module. It is very important in any clinical trial, and hence it is also very important to be properly done in case record form. Usually come from the standard library. You have to go into literature and find out what are actually the safety issues which is normally recorded in any clinical trial and which are relevant to your study. You have to go through and include in your case record form. Select the module appropriate for your study. Depending on your study, your module should contain a appropriate safety module structure. Keep safety analysis requirement in mind. Safety module usually include number 1, demographic. What is the age of the individual? What are the various adverse events which are possible? There must be a very good checklist. Vital signs. All the vital signs which are necessary to be recorded has to be put on the safety module. Medical history and physical examination are very important component of safety module, and the concomitant medication. You have to clearly write a section of concomitant medication, what actually the participant is using, because there may be some interaction or there may be some side effects. So these are actually the main places which actually able to cover in a safety module in a case record form. Coming to efficacy module, it will depend on the type of study which you are doing. Design for each therapeutic area based on the protocol. So whatever actually your therapeutic area, depending on the efficacy module, will change. Consider to be unique module and can be modified and difficult to develop sometime, then usually existing module from similar protocol where applicable you can consider. Suppose it is very difficult for you to understand, go to literature and find out a similar study what type of efficacy module they have taken and try to consider that. Consider developing a library of efficacy pages. As many as efficacy pages you can develop, you can put on your case record form, so you may not miss a very important variable during your clinical trial. Design a module following project standard of data collection, because data collection is a very important issue in case record form. Completing the efficacy module, follow the general case record form design guidelines. There are very number of guidelines are available for designing a case record form in a journal. Use page or module from the therapeutic library. Define diagnostic requirement. You should clearly write the patient, those who are going to include into trial, what are the actually diagnostic procedure you are going to do and what parameter you are going to take into including, that should be mentioned in efficacy model. Include appropriate baseline measures. What are the baseline measurement you are going to do before including the trial? What are the repeating of the battery of the test? What are the tests you are going to repeat during the clinical study and what will be the different time interval? Define and identify the key efficacy endpoint. In a clinical trial, there may be 2, 3 or 4 endpoints may be there. But what are the key efficacy endpoint for your trial? You have to identify them. Additional test for efficacy also you can do. You can do some biochemical assay, or you can do some biomarker, or you can do some additional investigation for your clinical trial as a efficacy module for creating a case record form. Importance of standard case record form. Why we want actually to develop a very good standard case record form? It prepares the way the data can be exchanged, remove the need of mapping of data during exchange, allows for consistent report across protocol, across project. Entire places where the study are going on, it will be the uniform if actually our standard case record forms are properly developed. It promotes monitoring and investigator staff efficiency. If the case report forms are very well designed, it will be very easy for monitor to monitor it, and the investigator staff will not get confused what to enter, what not to enter. Allow emerging of data between the study, provides increased efficiency in processing and analyzing of the clinical data. So these are the very important issue in standard case record form. Now how actually we process to develop a case record form? First actually the case record form is draft is developed protocol by the sponsor. Then there are people actually they meet together, they review each and every component, and then once they approve, the final case record form is designed and then it is converted into the case record form book and it is then into site. Update of case record form includes comment, review and sign off. Every case record form final thing should be signed up, and then once it is prepared, it is coordinated for printing and distribution. So this is the entire procedure of development process of case record form. Responsibility of case record form design can vary between a clinical research organization or a data manager or a specific role. It may be investigator, or it may be sponsor, or it may be a CRA. They may be responsible to develop a case record form. It includes all efficacy safety parameters just which I described, to collect only the data required by the protocol, work with protocol grid and visit the schedule. So whatever actually visit schedules are there, what are actually protocol grids are there, we have to work exactly which is mentioned in the case record form. Interdisciplinary review is very much necessary for evaluating the case record form. Each organization has got its own process to review and sign off. Should include relevant member of the project team involved to conduct and analyze and reporting the trial. The person who knows very well about a particular type of project, particular type of indication and method should be included as a member to evaluate the case record form. Begin as soon as in the study preparation process is possible. You have to do as early as possible when the case record form entry start. Check whether it is going properly or not as the earliest. Review team example will be project clinician, lead CRA, lead statistician, programmer, data management, other people like database development, dictionary, coding, standard. All these things are required for the case record form development process. All these people will be involved in developing the case record form for any clinical trial. After the CRF book is approved, initiate the process for printing. The protocol must be approved before the CRF book is approved and printed. After it is printed, stored according to organization guideline, printed and distribution to the research site, and one has to take the acknowledgement from the site how many number of case record forms has been given to the site. Properly designed CRF is very much advantageous. The component of all CRF page can be reusable. Secondly, it saves the time. And most important that it saves the money. If actually the case record form is designed properly, it saves time, saves your money, and it can be reusable by many other people. Poorly designed data is not properly collected. Database may require modification. Data entry process may be impeded. Need to additional data. Target data are always missing. We are not able to complete the study. Collection will be too much data will be collected which are wasted of resources, and we are unnecessarily collecting some of the data which will be waste. So poorly designed CRF is going to harm the clinical trial, money. So it will waste our time, it will waste our money. So one should be very careful in designing the case record form. Never develop a poor case record form. A case record form, how do we use it? Collect the data from investigational site, help project team and the study site team. Remember to investigator to perform always specific evaluation. The monitor should remind the investigator that these are the evaluation has to be done. The CRA uses and verify the protocol is being followed compared with the source document. Whenever monitor is going or the clinical research associate is going, he opens the protocol, he checks whether the source document is correctly entered into the case record form. Biometrics uses it to built-in database structure, built, edit, check, and programming specialist can be used to check all these information entered into the case record. Use for subject tracking. A case record form we can take for individual and we can actually trace the subject, actually what is going on, how many times he has come, whether he has developed any problem or not. Data analysis and reporting is very easy based on the case report form. FDA subject safety, they always actually look into protocol and case record form to check the safety. Promotional material can be generated from the case record form. New drug application submission, when you are doing, you have to submit all the case record form to the regulatory authority. It actually helps in supporting the preparation of the label claim when actually you are marketing the drug. And very important thing, the case report form help us in generating, analyzing and writing an article for publication into the medical journal. So case record form is very important. Electronic case record form, many times people are using. In general, the concept of designing electronic cases are screens are same as covered in the paper. There is hardly any difference, as actually the paper case record form, same thing is there in electronic, which is available onto the screen, and review of case record form is different. You have to see the screen and review. No need to print or distribute in paper. So lot of paper you can save, and you can actually preserve all the data in electronic form in a very small form, either in the pen drive or in the disk. Example, how actually the case record form, some of the component will look. For example, this, as I told you, that there will be protocol ID, center, subject ID, date of visit, visit of screening. This is actually the first part of the case. Then actually you have to correctly enter the date of birth, and there should be boxes like that. Always use the box to fill the date of birth in year, month and date. Then about the gender, somebody has to put a tick mark. Better ask them to cross, because tick mark is not a better method, because tick mark can be converted into the cross. So always ask the subject to put a cross mark, because cross mark cannot be made as a tick. Then about the race, you have to put a place where the individual can put a cross mark on the. Then about the subject hormonal status, especially when female is there, then you have to record the hormonal status. Then smoking status is also very important in case. Then it is significant medical or surgical history is very, very important. All the medical problem associated with the participant or surgeries done should be included, and if the space is not sufficient, you can include the additional. Then vital parameter, weight, height, blood pressure, heart rate, pulse rate, these are very important component of all cases. Then naturally you have to do lot of investigation, including blood, fluid and matrix, and all these things should be entered. What time you have taken, whether you have taken or not, what time the investigation has been done, and what are the actually value and comment. Then prior and commitment medication, this is very, very important. You have to note down all the drug the participant has used or using in detail, with the date, when he started, whether he is continuing or he is stopped or he is taking still. So the history of taking the medicine either before entering into clinical trial or concomitant is one of the very important part of a protocol. And lastly, thank you very much for listening to my talk. Thank you very much.